In a recent interview, Miley Cyrus addressed her famous feud with Sinead O'Connor, and what she had to say might surprise you.
Another woman had told me that this idea was not my idea.
Over the last few years, Miley has been able to reflect on the time when she broke out of her child star mold and into her own. With that territory came heightened experiences and opinions from fans and fellow artists. After Miley released her music video for Wrecking Ball, it caught the attention of Sinead O'Connor, and not in a positive way, thus starting the intense feud between the two. However, years later, in a special on Hulu's Endless Summer Vacation Continued, Miley finally addressed the situation. At the time when I made Wrecking Ball, I was expecting for there to be controversy and backlash, but I don't think I expected other women to put me down or turn on me, especially women that had been in my position before. She then went on to share,
And I had no idea about the fragile mental state that she was in.
if she were to have a similar situation now, she would not handle it in the same way. Continuing, she addressed the fact that at the time she was only 20 years old and didn't fully comprehend what it meant to struggle so deeply with mental health. So what exactly happened to cause this feud to get so out of hand? When the iconic Wrecking Ball video was released, there was a lot of backlash. Many felt strongly about how licking a hammer, as well as various other erotic things, were not okay. One of the individuals who felt so strongly was Sinead O'Connor. The singer went to write an open letter to Miley addressing her feelings.
Other women to put me down or turn on me, especially women that had been in my position before. So this is when I had received an open letter from Sinead O'Connor.
I'm extremely concerned for you that those around you have led you to believe or encouraged you in your own belief that it is in any way cool to be naked and licking sledgehammers in your videos, clearly painting Miley in a very negative light. She continued, "It is absolutely not in any way an empowerment of yourself or any other young woman for you to send across the message that you are to be valued more for your sexual appeal than your obvious talent." That being said, sometime later she went on the Irish Late Late Show and addressed the entire situation.
See as an exploitation of somebody who's possibly a little too young to understand the dangers of allowing oneself to be exploited in that way.
Nevertheless, when Miley received this letter, she had a few choice words or tweets to say back to Sinead.
And I was in this place where I finally was making my own choices and my own decisions, and to have that taken away from me deeply upset me.
Miley then took to Twitter, bashing Sinead and comparing her to Amanda Bynes, who was known at the time for not being in the healthiest of mental states. She also continued to say, "Sinead, I don't have time to write you an open letter because I'm hosting and performing on SNL this week. So if you'd like to meet up and talk, let me know in your next letter." Which was an even bigger cut to Sinead because she had previously been banned from NBC after ripping up a photo of the then Pope John Paul II on SNL. In retaliation, Sinead responded, "I have no interest whatsoever in meeting you. You had plenty of time yesterday to abuse Amanda Bynes, an entirely innocent party, and myself, who also did nothing to deserve your abuse." She then threatened to take legal action against Miley if she did not take down the post bashing her and Amanda Bynes and apologize. Now, it's common knowledge that Sinead had a turbulent time in her career. She also openly shared that she had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 2003, and 4 years later, in a 2007 interview with Oprah Winfrey, she referred to herself as a work in progress. On top of that, Sinead spoke out about being abused by her mother as a child, her post-traumatic stress syndrome, and borderline personality disorder.
I hate not being able to love her. I hate not being able to have taken care of her.
She openly shared that she had attempted to take herself out of this world more than once and tragically lost her son from mental health struggles in 2022. After the loss of her son, she told People magazine, "We need to be compassionate and gentle towards those of our brothers and sisters who have been hurt and are wounded and fragile while also strong and alive." Sinead then sadly passed not long after her son in July of 2023 at the age of 56. On her Hulu special, Miley concluded her segment talking about Sinead saying,
God bless Sinead O'Connor, for real, in all seriousness.
Miley then performed her song Wonder Woman, dedicating it to the late Sinead. It's clear that even though there was a lot of pain caused by both parties, it is amazing to see the growth and the kindness now being shared.